Today's recipe is not something you see every day. Chicken fried lobster bites. Hey, a few months ago I ate at a steakhouse and we ordered appetizers. They were called chicken fried lobster bites. I absolutely loved them. So I'm going to try to replicate that recipe today. And of course, the ones we had in the restaurant were breaded in flour. I've got a twist on that. Let's get started. I've got 1/2 cup of mayo. That's 1 teaspoon of minced garlic, just a couple of dashes of Frank's Red Hot hot sauce. Now we've got some freshly squeezed lemon juice. That's from half a lemon. Now we're going to come in just a little lemon zest from that same half of a lemon. There we go. Just give this a big stir. And that's all there is to making this aioli. You can see it's still pretty white. I'm going to come in here just a little bit more of that Frank's. Not a lot, right? Now, get just a little color. There we go. Oh, I did forget. You want to put just a little salt and pepper. Just a pinch. You don't need a lot. Let's remix this in. Our aioli is ready. Now let's prepare our wet and dry ingredients for the breading. What I've got here is we've got this Pork King Good pork rind crumbs. I'm going to use this instead of flour. I eat keto. Here what I've got is this Everglades cactus dust. You don't have this, use some of your favorite barbecue rub. And here I've got it. It's incredible. This is just a salt, pepper, garlic mix. Again, you can just use equal parts of salt, pepper, garlic. So I'm going to put in about, I'd say that's 1 tablespoon. And I'd say that's 2 tablespoons. And I said equal parts of salt, pepper, garlic. I think I would actually go a little heavier on the garlic. And then I'm going to come in, that's about a tablespoon, one more, like a tablespoon and a half of my barbecue rub. And we just want to mix it in together, right? We're just seasoning this. That's going to be the extent of our dry ingredients. What I've got here is 1 egg. We've got 1 cup of buttermilk to go with that egg. And then I'm going to come back with the Frank's again. We're going to put in roughly 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. And again, we just want to get all this mixed in together. And now we've got our wet mix. Time to get on to prepping these lobsters. Now each of these lobster tails weigh 5 ounces. I'm going to come down here, try to keep from cutting myself. And what I want to do is come down the middle of this guy. And we're going to cut him in half. We'll do the same thing with this one. Probably goes without saying to be careful. Got this one opened up. Now we just want to separate the lobster from the shell. Cut these little, get these little leg pieces, whatever they are there, tentacle pieces, leg pieces out of your way. And like I said, a spoon works pretty well for this. You could just get right here under the flesh of the lobster and just come right down this shell. And you can see it separates out pretty easily there, right? Set your shell, get it out of the way, get your lobster meat over here. And just, again, same idea with the remaining 3 pieces. Just about got our last one here. Great. Now I want these to be bite-sized pieces, right? So I'm going to do 1, 2, just like that. So we'll cut them into thirds. Can't remember if I said it or not at the beginning. These were each 5-ounce lobster tails when we started. This recipe will easily do 2 to 3 times this amount. All right, so now we got our lobster cut up. And you can see here, if you're serving this as an appetizer, this will be perfect for 2 people, right? If you're doing a main course, you're obviously going to need more than this. I'm going to stick 3 pieces here in our pork rind mixture. Get each one over here in that wet batter. Just kind of cover them. You want to be careful, don't shake them or anything like that. You don't want to get all your seasoning off of them. Bring them back in that pork rind mix. Not too difficult. And you know, you could use flour if you don't want to use the ground up pork rind. I've got my final 3 pieces here. Just again, get them breaded up. Get them over here in our wet mixture. Got to tell you, I'm really looking forward to trying this. Back over in our dry mixture. Finish covering these up. And we'll be ready for the last step of this recipe, right? Where we fry these lobster bites up. All right, so we got our aioli made. We got our lobsters all prepped up. It's time to get our oil heated. Here I've got a cast iron skillet with vegetable oil in it. Now the amount of oil you're going to need is really going to depend on the size of the pot you have. This is you know, what I'm using. I've gone about an inch, maybe an inch and a quarter in there. I'm going to check this temperature of this oil. I think we're getting pretty close. You can see it's climbing there. We're a little above 375. Looks like we're right around 382, 383. It's going to drop. The temperature's going to drop a little bit when we put these lobster bites in. It's going to fry up, I don't know. Let's see how many we can get in here without it overcrowding it. Maybe about half. One more. And you know, it's only going to take 3 to 5 minutes. And as they get cooked, what I'm going to do is put them on a paper towel here so they can drain. Now we'll put in the second batch here. See, that grease was a little cooler in this batch here. The color is really nice. Take these out. Yeah, I think I've got the last one. We're going to let them cool down. Oh, there's one there, and we'll give it a taste test. There's our chicken fried lobster bites. Now you can see these lighter color. This is the second batch. And you can see this little bit darker color from the first batch. So that temperature being at 385 instead of like the 375 did make a little bit of a difference. So now let's give one a taste. Oh, so delicious, tender. Got that nice crunch. Look, I really like the flavor of that, you know, pork rind breading. And then that aioli, it's got a little bit of that, you know, the lemon we put in there, of course, and got a little bit of that hot sauce. I'm telling you, these are good just as bites. If you made a bunch of them, you could make a hoagie out of them. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. I've got 2 more lobster videos right down below.